This is Joseph Wahala, aka JoeWo, a competitive FPS streamer and content creator. He has competed primarily in Call of Duty Warzone, where he has won tournaments such as the Atlanta FaZe Gold Rush.
We are ready to congratulate Joe and Stu on the big dub. Let's go, baby!
And Vicstar's Warzone Showdown.
Let's go, baby!
JoeWo has been coined the Movement King for his flashy gameplay and ability to outmaneuver even the best players in the world.
Yeah, the PR potential on this is going to be crazy. I had 16 kills 5 minutes ago. 17 now.
I'm him. I am really him. I'm swinging tech short.
Oh, my bad. No.
But how does Joe do it? Can his strategies and mechanics be broken down and recreated? Or is JoeWo just a controller genius with incredible mechanical aim coupled with unachievable movement? Well, these are the questions I sought to answer. I started by meticulously surveilling his Twitch streams.
Joe smells like French onion soup. I mean, that's kind of good. I mean, I don't know why like you're acting like French onion soup is bad. Like, that's actually good.
And monitoring his YouTube channels.
Ain't no way he kisses Mama Dukes with that foul mouth, right? 'Cause if he does, then I'm gonna have to kiss her too, man.
And after hours of content, days of analysis, and weeks of dissecting, I think I'm finally at a point where I can think how JoeWo thinks, play how JoeWo plays, and just maybe, move how JoeWo moves. This gameplay that you're about to see is me attempting to do just that. At the start of every game, the most important thing JoeWo does is prioritize his loadout, whether that's buy his weapons or get enough cash to buy a whole loadie. Now notice how I take this fight. I hear the enemy on the other side of this door shooting my teammates. A lot of people would just run out guns blazing, but you have to assess the situation. I open the door and I see two enemies. Now what JoeWo does expertly is that he isolates fights. And that's what I did right here. The reason JoeWo is able to take on trios and quads all by himself is because he isolates the fights and makes every single fight he gets into a 1v1. Now here, I hear enemies all around me with the gas coming in from right behind. I know since I have a gas mask that I can stay in the gas for a few seconds and catch these enemies rotating. Catching enemies off guard is one of JoeWo's specialties, so I'm always trying to think of the least likely position an enemy will expect me from. At this point, I'm in a little bit of trouble. There's a person shooting at me who's safe in zone, I'm still in gas, my gas mask has run out, and I'm out in the open. Thankfully, this person's not a very good shot. Now here, you see me knock two players partially from behind this bush, and then the third player completely through smoke. The reason I was able to do this is because of a technique I learned from watching JoeWo, which increases my controller aim assist. The way this works is while you're taking a gunfight, if you move your left analog stick, the movement one, back and forth, and you're taking the gunfight, it increases your rotational aim assist, while also making yourself a harder target to hit because you're strafing. This is why I was able to take down these three people while my view of them was partially or completely obstructed. Once again, here, I'm able to increase my rotational aim assist by moving while shooting. Another thing Joe does is that he ensures that he's always behind some sort of cover whenever he's taking a gunfight. So I'm doing the same thing here with this wall and then right behind this ledge. Now here, I see a person flying into the front of this gas station, and I'm just assuming he's going to be an easy kill, so I just run in, only to be met by the rest of his team. Now I'm in a sticky situation. And here is where the 1,000 hours of studying JoeWo's movement may come in handy. Now here I'm just trying to see where the circle ends up so I can rotate around when I run into a whole team just chilling on the outskirts of the map. I'm able to knock one and hide behind cover so that the second guy can't touch me, when unfortunately a third guy from behind me is able to knock me. I had the insight to somehow just throw that smoke down, so I may be in the clear while I pull this res off, but thankfully I have a goat of a teammate, Matthew, who pulled up perfectly on time and knocked the whole team. And again, I'm able to use this bush as cover and strafe while shooting so that I'm able to protect myself and still beam this enemy. Now all that there's left to do is find the last team, and there we have it. Just dead to Storm if he didn't die to him. Dude. That dude got JoeWo'd.